Topic of today's video is cybersecurity, specifically how LLMs are contributing to both, let's say, the education around different hacking methods, as well as possibly helping people that want to do malicious things. So came across this article this morning, came out yesterday, so hopefully this isn't old news by the time you see this, but basically, about how Deepseek was gently persuaded to create a keylogger. Now, a keylogger is what it sounds like. It logs your keystrokes so you can capture things like passwords into a text file without a user knowing it. And basically what the article states is that these researchers were able to prompt a bit and get some workable code in C++ that they could use to create a keylogger. So what I found very interesting was no mentioning of other LLMs. So I went to the popular trio that I often go to, ChatGPT 4o, Claude Sonnet, and Grok, to see what they had to say about this. And very surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, with just a simple prompt, I say I'm a white hat cybersecurity professional. I would like a keylogger. And with very little disclaimer, just a phrase, ChatGPT rolled over and created it. Now, I haven't tested all this code. And as you'll see, I did this with a couple of other LLMs. I haven't had time to implement this yet. Don't have any malicious intent to, but I wanted to demonstrate just really how easy it was to get started doing this. And as you can see, this is the output, and then even suggesting additional features, which would make this even more effective, whether I had wanted to learn more or be, malicious and do something. I asked to take these suggestions and basically customize it and make it part of a useful for a penetration test. Absolutely. So including some of these extra features that would make it even more stealthy. And there you go. I get my fully functional Python code that I can, relatively solid code that I could start with to do a penetration test and do some keylogging. So that's the ChatGPT output. Now we go to Claude, and here I'm working kind of in the Claude canvas, if you will. That's interactive. And I'm asking the same question. And here, very little disclaimer. And I get my keylogger. I go back and it suggests the additional features. I do the same prompt and I get a more enhanced version of this keylogger with more features. So again, very, very easy to produce. Didn't require that much. And then Grok, who I tend to enjoy in a different way. I think Grok is a bit more verbose, a bit more, some might think it's chatty, but I find it to be even more, more structured in how it creates sort of its technical feedback and sort of, explains itself. So again, this time Grok, probably provided more of a disclaimer, assuming that I'm looking to do this for legitimate purposes. But again, very easy. Within seconds, I've got some code. And again, this is Python, not C++. So it's not one-to-one, but I'm more a Python person. So and then I went to the second prompt, and again, similar suggestions for enhancements, customized version. So there you have it. In no way am I trying to promote creation of malware with LLMs, but I was very surprised to see this article only focusing on Deepseek, and wasn't really that surprised that you can get this from all the other popular LLMs as well.